Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with the Indien-Panzer. And the main reason why we are going to play with this vehicle, first of all, we have a Leopard top of the tree, right? But this is not the most important thing. The most important thing is a lot of people, we are struggling with this tank, and to the full honesty, fellas, I do not feel this tank is that bad. I do not have a best crew, I do not have vision skills, I do not have many things. I pretty much roll with 1.5 skill crew, and I do not feel like this tank is such a big pain in the ass as majority of the people are calling this tank to be. Yes, you need to play relatively safe with this tank, this is a fact, and this is the biggest highlight of all this tank. You know, you cannot say you are the most powerful dog in the field, because it's just not the case. But this tank can work if you are not going to cross through the middle of the field like our gentleman King Tiger does, right? But once again, mistakes were made, it's okay, this guy will learn a hard way. Now, speaking of the gun, what do we have? We have 250 alpha damage, we have 118 millimeters of penetration, which is nice. We have 1000 shell velocity, which is completely fine. And now if you are willing to load the gold, you are having pretty much 40 millimeters more penetration, and you have 250 meters faster shell velocity. So if you would ask me, fellas, I would say this is a humongous improvement, and this is definitely a great stuff if you would ask me, right? So all we need to do at this point, we need to relax, and we need to take the things very, very easy and very slowly. I am going with stabilizer, rammer, and optics, just because my view range of this vehicle is so bad. I simply feel like this is not the right way to do the thing, speaking about the ventilations or improved aiming. So that's what I'm doing, just because my crew is not very, very skilled. But once again, we have all time in the world of tanks, and we are going to pimp the crew a bit. And I believe it is fair to say, with this tank, you are starting everything very slowly. Yes, you are not going into the front line, you are kind of a medium tank destroyer hybrid. And you are simply waiting until enemies will make one or another mistake. That's all you need to do. You do not need to show how strong you are with this vehicle, at least not in matchmaking like this. If you are playing against the tier 6 tanks, yeah, sure, we can have a conversation and we can actually be a bit more aggressive. But other than that, you are playing with this tank in pretty much exact way as you are playing with Leopard or Leopard. You are taking the thing slower. Obviously, if you are extremely strong player, if you know what you are doing, you can go in the front line as well, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is the right way to play with this vehicle, okay? At least that's what I want to believe. And once again, a reminder for every single of you, remember to use the new settings which we have, and you can find this in the reticle, and it is outlining. This is the settings how I would highly recommend you to play your game with. And even though at first it is looking quite weird and it is not looking that comfortable, give it a bit of time, fellas. This is the same situation if you would get, I don't even know, the new bowling ball or something, right? Maybe you are not used for this, maybe there is a different spot for the hole in the finger or something. I do not even know anything about the bowling. In fact, I played it once and I missed every single ball, but you get the point what I am saying, right? Take it slowly, fellas, and everything will be fine. So far, our E75 is struggling here. And this is completely understandable. there is nothing what we can do to help him feel a bit better. There is nothing what we can do about this. And I can see we are losing this. I can see we are losing this as well, but sometimes you cannot win the games that easily, and I honestly want to believe this game is not really depending on the tank. For example, if I would play with a T-44 or I would play with Indien-Panzer, the situation would be the same, right? There is nothing what we can change about this. Obviously, we are not going to give up, and there is still plenty of stuff to do for us, and in fact, that's what we are working on. And now, speaking about the gun accuracy of this tank, I do not think the gun accuracy is bad in any shape or any form of this tank. At least I don't feel like it. Meanwhile, Char-Futur is trying to get involved here, obviously, because this is only one way how he can play the game at this point, right? Or how he can get a bit more use of all this. Meanwhile, enemy light tank, he is officially dead. He is officially dead. Indien-Panzer, I am trying to defend you. I am trying to defend you. I'm using literally everything in my powers in order to make you feel a bit better, you know? That's what I am doing, and you still treat me like this. That's not nice. Indian, that is not nice. Anyways, I needed to give a bit of the hard time for this tank. Yeah, we are missing every single shot. Okay, this game is just saying it is not meant to be. And that's completely fine, fellas. Even though, I'm telling you, the shots which we missed in this game was quite sad, quite pity. But please keep this in mind. If Wargaming is making a decision you will lose the game, that means you will lose the game. You know, you cannot control RNG. Unfortunately. Anyways, if you are curious, fella, speaking about the field modifications, what to use on this tank, index page is there for you. I do not need to say that. You can find field modifications, equipment setup, crew setup, expectation values for Mark of Excellence. If you are into the marking this tank, and currently it is steadily going up because people are grinding to this line. And in the same, if you are not getting enough of skill, remember you can always check Skill4ltu Extra channel. Right there we have plenty of stuff as well. Mostly currently we are going with the stream highlights and with the lower tiers, but hopefully you will enjoy this content as well. If you are looking for more, feel free to do so. Anyways, looking into this, we have 1,600 damage, which is definitely not a great performance for this tank, but even with this kind of pathetic score, we are second by the damage. Yeah, third by experience. Now, a funny thing to say, if you would pay attention at our shots fired, we fired 15 shells, we hit 9, we penetrated 7. This is just sadness, and this is just, like I said, a big fat finger from the game side. But that's okay. Round number 2, let's go. And we are back for round 2. This is going to be a bit better in my opinion. This is going to be a bit better. So, what do we want to do? We want to take position somewhere here. Why so? Because I have a feeling either Borat or either Shitluck will go through the middle. That's what I think. This tank also has extremely good high explosives, 90 millimeters of penetration, 1000 shell velocity. It is absolutely insanity, and it is amazing. So, all we need to do at this point we need to find the gentlemen we can penetrate, and the first victim will be this Shitluck. At least that's what I want to believe, and that's what I am aiming for, right? I know I'm spotted, I'm very well aware of that, and I saw that one coming. Trash 103 is sitting somewhere here. That's okay, we are still feeling fine. And what do we want to do? Oh, so maybe I could get spotted by the Char-Futur. Maybe. Anyways, at this point we are just waiting until the Borat will try to get a bit more involved, or alternatively until Shitluck will try to go through the middle. I am not very happy speaking about this setup. We even have heavy tank sniping from the back, so I think we are going to change the plan a bit. I wish I would know this in the first moment of the game, but obviously I couldn't know this. So what we are going to do, we are going to take this sniper schnitzel position over there. This is absolutely amazing and this is absolutely awesome. So we are going to take our time to relocate. Now, speaking about our offensive forces, well, we kind of do not have any. Right? This is important thing to say, and yeah, unfortunately we are in the wrong team, at least from the first glance of it. But we are not going to give up, we are not going to cry before the time. By saying before the time, I mean before we lost the game. And hopefully we are going to make it work, hopefully. Okay, so the best situation for us to get involved in this game without taking too much risk is going to be here. By the way, I repeat, I always prefer to play in this side instead of this side. It doesn't matter am I defending the base or am I attacking the base, you know? I just do not really like this side. Also, obviously, if you are spawning with the mouse here, what can you do? Obviously, you will go like this, but other than that, I would rather play somewhere elsewhere. And now, we have a nice crossfire for the Mr. Borat. I would say Mr. Borat still can play in the same area. And I hope, fellas, our LTTB is going to spot for us. That's very important thing to say. I hope, fellas, our LTTB will spot someone sniping from the back. Let's see. Wait for it. We have all time in the world of tanks, even though so far first 3 minutes we are, let's say, slow. Let's say first 3 minutes we are definitely slow. I'm pretty sure I'm not spotted, and in the same time at this point we can start doing some damage for the enemies. Enemy list is spotted, and in fact, what list? Beautiful. Once again, I want to highlight good gun handling of this vehicle because this tank actually has some things to offer. This tank has some things to offer. Okay, let's see. Now, can our LTTB spot this Borat who is sitting somewhere here? This is no bueno. You know why? Because whenever this gentleman will get spotted, Borat will try to clip him up the butt. And this is not going to be very enjoyable for our LTTB. Also, they have a shitluck somewhere in the middle as well. I do not really think it is a good idea for us to make pressure. I honestly do not feel like it is a good idea. And I am not going to bother to do that yet, okay? That's what we are doing. Okay. Luckily for us, this LTTB is trying to spot. That's okay. And we will pay attention, fellas, at the things which is happening here. Minus 3000 hit points already. The tortoise is getting involved into this. I am afraid if our Emil cannot penetrate him. That's what I am afraid of, fellas. Okay, Borat. Like I said before, the Borat is probably sitting in the same position, and as you can see, it is the case. It doesn't matter he is spotting us, I am feeling relatively fine, and luckily we are spanking him once again. Even though we haven't seen the damage, it's not changing absolutely anything. Bam! Another shot to the Borat. Unfortunately, this time I am missing my shot because once again I simply misaimed, and Borat decided to completely escape from here. At this point, I need to get a bit involved and help this ML2. If this ML2 will fall, we are losing the flank, and I do not really want to see this one coming. So I am coming with APCRs loaded, and hopefully I am going to provide him with a crossfire in time. No, not a chance. Okay, we are losing this side. At this point, we can only run. At this point, fellas, we can only run, I believe. There is absolutely nothing in the world of tanks what we can do for a Mr. Tortoise, at least one-on-one. I am down to snackable for him, so we need to figure out how to do the things a bit differently, right? We are leaving Tortoise, we are going to the other side. I would rather fight this VK 7501 Aka Slipper, or I would rather deal against the Patriot who is playing somewhere here. I think that's the right way to do the things. I am very, very well aware of that. We have only 4 minutes on the timer left, but fellas, it is not the easiest way to figure out how to play in this kind of situation. Enemies we are controlling middle for way too long, unfortunately for us, and there is nothing what we can do about this. Now speaking about the things which we can do. We can miss the shot to the Patriot, because I am a good person. And we are going to miss another shot, because I am still very good person and nothing changed. But sometimes I am just... I just had enough. I don't want to be a good person anymore. So we are beating the living crap out of this Patriot. I'm not good person anymore. I'm aware of that, fellas. By the way, he has extremely good repair speed, and I need to give some kudos for this gentleman. At this point, we need to find balls. By saying balls, I mean we need to check our pockets. And how we are going to do the things, we are going to go here, and hopefully we will be able to eliminate the Patriot from the game. Good. That doesn't change absolutely anything, fellas. Believe me, I am feeling completely fine. Now, I want to penetrate him once and ram him to the death. He is officially dead. What the flying F was that? Really? I thought I am going to ram him to the death, but looks like I need to eat more burgers, especially with this tank, in order to ram, right? That's quite sad, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, let's try to make a bit of pressure for this VK. I am down to fartable at this point. I am not feeling that great, and believe me, I would feel so much better if I would have a bit more hit points, but it doesn't change the fact we managed to penetrate him into the neck. At this point, we have only one option, fellas. We can go in front. Now, very important thing to say of all this, there is a reason why enemy team is doing so well speaking about this battle, and they are playing extremely, extremely well, to be fair with you. They secured this, and they have a safe defense parameter here, and plus on top of that, for the first 5 minutes they were holding the they were definitely holding the middle pretty well. You know, they had a board, they had a light tank, and so on. But at this point, if we want to win this game, there is only one way how we can do this. We can cap the base. No, but skill is not beneficial. I know. I get the point. It is not beneficial, fellas. Believe me, I do get the point. But we need to do this if we want to win the game. And we need to do this now. Not tomorrow, not later on, not after the Christmas, but we need to do this now if we want to win this game. So, we are going into the game, into the base. Our LTTB is going into the base, and we need one more gentleman to go into the base if we want to win this. Now, what is our worst case scenario? What will happen? We will take one for the team and we will cry in the corner. What is the best case scenario? We are going to win this game, and even though we did not have the best performance ever, we are still having a decent score, right? And this is what I am looking for. If this LTG is smart, he will try to approach us like this. And I hope this is not going to be the case, fellas. Okay, very, very nice. That's fine. We still can win the base if another guy is joining. 2 guys are capping. Yeah, this is not enough. This is not enough. Oh well, we did our best. We tried to fight for our ass, and unfortunately we are losing this. But look at the bright side. At least we got ourselves a brother in arms, and you know what? I will always take brother in arms. Always. Doesn't matter. Victory, defeat, winter, or a spring. It doesn't really matter. Brother in arms is brother in arms. Skill what brother in arms gives? Medal. It gives medal. That's it. And I am happy enough of this. So, let's see what kind of score do we have. Once again, I think we should have around 2000 damage or 1.9 thousand damage, since we hit one blind shot to the board. But yeah, it was a hustle, fellas. It truly was a hustle. Let's say thanks for this, gentlemen. Thanks, mate. Have a good day. And let's leave. So, looking into all of this, knight, we are fourth by experience, we are third by the damage, and I am feeling relatively happy with this. I needed to escape from the tortoise and from the progetto because I would get effed, and I couldn't play in the middle because they had a borat and they had shitluck as well. So it was very, very hard to do something here. All in all, we broke even with this result, and it is not looking great, fellas. So far, speaking about our performance with Indien-Panzer, we are playing for 1.7 thousand and for 0 win ratio. I believe it is going to be better, fellas. I believe it will go better. From now on, only up. Let's go round number 3. Well, to be fair with you, fellas, speaking about from now only up, maybe I overestimated matchmaking abilities. Tier 10 matchmaking, definitely not exactly what I am looking for. So far we did not win a single game, but you know what, maybe things will change in the third game. If this is going to be a fail, fellas, we are going to play for one more game, and I swear to Banana Lord we are going to have one decent performance. What is decent performance skill? Well, what I can say, I am happy with the scoring, right? That's all. So, how we are going to start this game? We are going to play in this area. Usually I like to play in the heavy line, especially if I have something what can play hold down, but this vehicle and hold down is not going in the one sentence, fellas. Unfortunately, but this is literally not the thing you are looking for, and I'm especially speaking about the tier 10s. You do not want to do this. So, instead of being too aggressive, we are going to play relatively passively, but by being passive, I think we are going to get so much more. So, looking into this situation, what is happening? As you can see, fellas, enemy T-55 is trying to make a bit of pressure like this, and oh boys, he is not going to enjoy himself. Meanwhile, I did not manage to penetrate Centurion, but to be fair with you, with all honesty, Centurion has better armor than our tank does, right? So it is not a big surprise. Meanwhile, I'm trying to hunt the pixel for the T-55A, and once again, unfortunately, the things are not going that well. And in fact, I am not feeling that happy in this position because they can see half of my turret, and this is not exactly what I am looking for. So instead of being too aggressive, I will try to be a bit more passive. Not by much, just tiny touch. So what do we have? We have the Mr. The gun handling. Could you please behave today? Fellas, at this point I feel like the game is just simply feeding us with a middle finger up the butt. This is how I feel like. And at this point, obviously, since we are dealing against the higher tiers, I went with APCR spam. I'm not even thinking about the shooting the standard ammunition, since we are dealing against the higher tiers and so on. But still, even with APCRs, we are struggling quite a bit. Anyways, let's try to make some kind of the crossfire for our team, and let's try to support them to the maximum. Right, beautiful. Centurion is taking one for the team. Very, very nice. How about this gentleman? To be fair with you, it wasn't easy angle, so I cannot complain whatsoever about this. I should be able to penetrate him. Beautiful, very, very nice. And now T-55A is officially dead. If you do not believe me, check this out. See ya. Okay, beautiful. About the time. Now Primo Victoria. Primo Victoria and Centurion. Not exactly what I'm looking for, to be completely honest with you, but that's what we have. He's going for ramming. That's not that bad, to be fair with you. Now Primo Victoria is sideways. Good, let's try to hit Primo Victoria, I guess. Actually, he did a great job to dodge us, to be fair with you, but oh well. Nothing what we can change about this. Let's try to fight against him. Primo Victoria, in fact, is one of the tanks which has one of the worst win ratio in World of Tanks, which is quite funny, to be fair with you. Because once again, I don't feel the tank is that bad, but yeah, it's not the easiest tank to play with. Anyways, looking into all of this, we did 3000 damage while spamming majority of the gold, but once again, think about this. Tier 10 matchmaking, it sucks. It's not enjoyable to play. It is not enjoyable to deal with unless you are having that once in a thousand game whenever you are flying around like a Batman and beating the living crap out of the enemies. But this is looking a bit better. It looks like this might be victory. So let's teleport into the end and let's see what kind of score do we have. And we are back, fellas, with victory. With victory. Third game of the day, at least. A victory it is. Okay, that's a good stuff and I am happy with this. Hip hip hooray. So all and all, we scored 3.2 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand assisting damage. That's what I'm talking about. This tank can behave, fellas. We are third by the damage. We are first by experience. We lost peasant 48,000 profits, or I suppose to say credits. Well, to be fair with you, the amount of the ammunition we spammed in the last game, it is not a big surprise. And in the end of the day, we are playing for 2.2 thousand combined. You know what? I do not want to finish it like this. Let's go for round number 4, and I think we can craft another great game. So let's go for it, fellas. Okay, fellas, round number 4. The map which we have is not the dream, fellas. I'm not going to lie. We are playing in the airfield, but we are not going to give up. In this game, I want to get from 3 to 4,000. This is what I am dreaming about. That's what I want to get. So, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. I can see we have a lot of baboons in this game, so I believe, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to win this game, okay? I believe, fellas. So, we are going to start everything from the typical play. We are going to take this position here, and hopefully, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we can spot some sniper schnitzel sitting in the background here. So how we are starting everything, we are going to go for some blind shots, because once again, there is a huge chance they have a RGM or Scorpion G somewhere here in the back. And for a very first couple of moments, to be fair with you, we are feeling completely fine. We do not need to rush, we do not need to panic too much. And this map is called You Push You Lose in a way. So, believe me, you do not want to make a hardcore pressure here. You just do not want to do this. Oh, I hit the Arta, I hit the Arta, I hit the Arta, and if I'm lucky, he's dead. I think I hit Arta once again. I have a feeling. No. Maybe. Maybe. I did not saw the splash, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So I honestly think we bursted enemy Jeff. Anyways, looking into this, fellas, there is an enemy sitting here on the corner. You know what? There is only one way how we can do the things. We can make him very, very happy. So this is exactly what we are going to do. Unfortunately for us, it is not going to be that simple. Aka, we will lose some hit points while punishing him for his mistakes. But to be fair with you, I think this is worth trade, honestly. Beautiful. So we are starting everything with 1.5 thousand combined, and we tracked him and we slaughtered him. Hip hip hooray. Model 1 was so excited. He was so excited. I'm going to spot for you, Skill. All good, mate. Our Model 1 was so excited, and unfortunately the things went bad. But it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. It is not the time to give up yet, right? So, what we are going to do at this point, unfortunately, the situation is not looking that great as I initially thought it is going to look like. Enemies are winning this game by 5,000 hit points, and in the first 3 minutes, this is not what you want to see in your game. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but we are going to fix this somehow. Now, the most important strategy and the most important thing for us is to take this position here so we can punish enemy heavy tanks if they are trying to make a bit of pressure for our forces. This is the thing. Okay, let's see. Can we have a decent enough angle to punish Mr. Progetto? Bad shot by me. I cannot blame the tank or I cannot blame anyone else apart myself. Meanwhile, enemy art luckily is missing us. That's fine. Maybe I shouldn't unstun myself, but that's okay. And we are in position from where we want to play the game. So, do we have a good enough angle to punish this Mr. IS-3? I would say we do. IS-3 is dead. Excellent. How about this guy? Ooh, not exactly what I am looking for. And enemy Faway is saying hello for us. I think he might be angry because we hit him before. Ay, fellas. Okay. Let's try to get into this bush just like so. And now, if we are going to do everything properly, I believe, fellas, we should be able to craft a decent angle for this VK. It is not so easy as I would love to say, honestly, but we are going to make it work. Now, this gentleman, he is like a meatball for us. All we need to do at this point, we need to smile and we need to claim his soul, if I can say so. Obviously, I'm trying to be safe. I am trying to be safe, but this is harder. It is becoming harder and harder and harder to do so. At this point, I think we need to take the position here on the corner and we need to wait until they will make a bit of more pressure here. At least that's what I want to believe. That's what I want to believe, fellas. Let's see. Can we cause some crossfire here? Light tank is officially dead. Nice. Excellent. Very, very good, fellas. Very good. Once again, don't be tricked. There is still a lot of things for us to do. And to be completely honest with you, we are far away from winning this game. Honestly, but we are not going to give up. We are not going to give up. Enemy light tank sitting here on the corner. That's completely fine. Oh, that disgusting Arta. He has no better hobby, just baboon slaughtering, really. Disgusting Arta. Disgusting. By the way, this light tank did absolutely everything properly here. I cannot punish him. I cannot do absolutely anything for him. And his camo is holding very, very nicely. I'm telling you, that Arta is obsessed with us. Well, looks like we have a fan in the enemy team, fellas. Not the fan you want to have, but sometimes it happens, right? Yeah, this light tank is annoying SF. Let's see. Beautiful prototype. Unfortunately, we cannot hit him, which is quite sad thing. But once again, not much what we can change about this. He's not paying attention at us, so we are trying to hit him. We are not penetrating him, even though we are trying to do our hardest. Luckily for us, he just fired, so I'm trying to hit his cupola. Unfortunately, we cannot hit him, and that's completely fine. Now we are going to turn for the Mr. Pantera. I am asking for some support if it is possible. And let's see. Can our guys help us with this Panther? This is the question. I know I'm down to one shot, but I am very, very well aware of that, okay? I am very well aware of that, but he is one-shottable as well, so at least that's something. Meanwhile, enemy prototype, I see we still have 50 seconds of this game left, I am aware of that, and prototype is not paying that much attention for us. Or at us, I suppose to say. 20 seconds left. I need to decap the base somehow. I need to decap the base, fellas. Opa. Good. Yes, you missed. You missed. You missed. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, how about this VK? We need to figure out how to beat the living crap out of this gentleman, and this is not an easy thing to do. Once again, that bloody Arta. Phew. Nothing what I can change about this. I will reload quicker than he will. That's a fact. So at this point we are fine. And we need one more shot in order to finish him off of the game. So let's go. Beautiful. This Arta is still looking at us. I can promise you that, fellas. Oh my bananas, I'm telling you that bloody Arta, fellas. That bloody Arta. Phew, how dare you. Okay, now let's try to deal with the enemy prototype. There is a chance we are going to have a nice angle for him. And in fact, we do have a nice angle. We are spanking him once. That's very, very good. And once again, Arta. Oh, you mother trucker. Oh, you annoying piglet. Anyways, relax. Take it easy. We are fine. We are fine. I'm already happy with this game. I think we are making it work. I think we are playing pretty well. And I think we are doing good decisions overall. Meanwhile, Ergashem Borshik is thinking about pushing through the open field, which is completely understandable. And how we can make it work. This is the question, fellas. I know he's going to get relatively close, but I think I still need to go for it, honestly. I still think I need to go for it, or maybe not. Okay, that's fine. I know enemy Arta is looking at me already and he's about to click me down. It's hard enough to play against the Erhashem Borshik, but to play with Arta and Borshik, this is completely different thing, right? Good, and excellent. Fellas, we are winning this. We are actually winning this. Okay, let's shoot the plane just like so. Oh, this son of the banana. I'm telling you, fellas, this Arta, he will get Himmelsdorf, Ensk, Himmelsdorf. This Arta. I have no comments about this, fellas. But you know what? See, once again, it is possible, fellas. It is possible to carry with Indien-Panzer. It is possible to play well. To be fair with you, obviously, we would never ever win this game if not our teammates, obviously. The S1 did an absolutely amazing job. If I'm not mistaken, Su-130 PM did an absolutely amazing job how to defend the base as well. And once again, they are the MVPs, fellas. They are the MVPs, believe me. So, how to do this? This is the question. How to do this? He might sit here, just in case. Let's go for a blind shot. And now we are thinking how to approach him. There is a tiny chance he is trying to cross like this, but most likely he is going to sit here, honestly. Most likely he is going to sit here in his bloody water, honestly. So, let's see. Is it the case? Yes or no? Are you sitting in the water, you bloody mother trucker? You shit on us for all the bloody game. No, he's not in the water. Okay, he relocated somewhere here. He relocated. I will hunt him down. I am completely fine with this. I believe he is just screaming and going and he is trying to pretty much escape as soon as possible. Obviously, considering his speeds and he is playing with Arta, we should be completely fine with this. We are completely fine with this, fellas. Where he could be exactly, this is the question. Last game is absolutely amazing. Last game is absolutely amazing with this tank. And fellas, I told you I will make this vehicle work. I told you I will make this mother trucker work. And I will. Okay, so we are the flying FRU. Can I penetrate him with high explosives? I want to believe I can. I want to believe we can do that. Cap. Okay. Maybe he was sitting in the Bravo 0. Okay, fair enough. Well, at this point, fellas, to be fair with you, I do not even know how we're supposed to win this. I'm not entirely sure am I quick enough to reach him, and here we go. S1 just effed him up. Beautiful. Very, very, very nice. He guessed everything properly, and we simply did not caught him relocating. Okay, fair enough. So once again, fellas, that dirty enemy Jeff, he will take one for the team. Next map is going to be Himmelsdorf for him. And other than that, speaking about the score and speaking about the tank capacity, it's possible to make this tank work. It never ever was the best and it never will be the best, but I think the tank is pretty much probably 2 out of 5, honestly. It is playable vehicle. That's as much as I can give for this tank, right? Looking into the score and into the everything, beautiful. Look at this ace. Very, very nice. Thank you very much for this ace. We are getting plenty of experience. 3000 damage, 2000 assisting damage. And you, my little friend, you will burn in hell, I'm telling you. Anyways, we would never ever win this game without the S1, so GG for this gentleman. It was absolutely amazing, and he is typing something. Thanks, I never believe I play with you. Thanks for a good game. You carried my ass. Thanks. Beautiful. He absolutely played, his play was phenomenal, and he made it work. So, enough of saying good things. Now let's check the average performance with this vehicle. So after this game we fixed things a bit and we have like 3000 average performance, but once again, by any shape or any form, you saw the first games when the things did not went that well, and I'm not here to hide this. I'm not here to, you know, pretend it never happened or something. Not every game can be like this on the airfield. So thank you very much for watching, fellas. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great time and I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.